Trading is a mind game. Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
Hello, TV family. Welcome to the one and only Trading Psychology Masterclass right here on YouTube Live. We have got some exciting lineups coming your way today. I always say this every week, but it's true. We really do have some exciting lineups coming up your way today. And trust me, you don't want to miss a thing today. It's going to be as amazing as it was last week. So here's what I want you to do right now. I want you to grab your pen and your notebook, maybe even your favorite beverage, either cup of coffee or cup of tea or cup of Coke, anything that you want to drink as you watch us for TP Trading Psychology Masterclass today. Go grab it right now because we are diving deep today. Okay. And hey, if you haven't invited someone yet, please just for a second right now, share the link to your fellow traders, to anyone that you know is interested in trading psychology or starting trading, any beginner that you may know. Make sure to share the link to them right now so that they also don't have to miss a thing. And we'll continue to spread the knowledge and grow this amazing TP family together. Okay, so this is what today's session is going to be packed with. Once again, a very powerful psychology session by Cheqona, and we will also dive deep into the insights on finding your edge in trading, and a sharp markup overview, and our favorite book of the month, which is the Psychology of Money. It's going to be eye-opening, and we'll be diving deep into chapter 3 today. So make sure not to miss anything. So right now, I want you to sit back, stay focused, and let's make this session one to remember. Let's go.
Trading is a mind game, you heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind.
Hi guys, before we bring up the markup overview by Albert, I want to know where everyone is tuning in from right now. Can I know where everyone is tuning in from? I know there's going to be a lot of Nigerians. There's always a lot of Nigerians on our trading psychology masterclass, and you guys are welcome. Okay, I already see that there's some people streaming from Jamaica. No, nice to meet you. South Sudan, Kenya, Kenya in the house as always. Nigeria as always. Jamaica, yeah, and yeah, South Africa. Yeah, first time I think. Rwanda, Niger, Kenya, um, Uganda, Ghana. Nice to meet you. Yes, so we are basically global. Oh, Cameroon. We also have someone streaming from Cameroon in London. Oh, nice to meet everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the live today. And yeah, let's move on. Thank you.
Guys, sorry. Hello, hello, hello. Can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, I want you to drop a one in the chat, please. Want to see the ones coming in? Can anyone hear me? Nice one. Uh, Okay, all right, I'm back again. So my name is Alberto Sante, and I'm here for the market overview. So basically, I want to today see what currency pairs that a lot of you guys are interested and are actually trading. Can I see some currency pairs on in the chat, please? Drop your currency pair, especially your favorite ones that you actually trade a lot. Let it keep coming. Oh, Nasdaq. All right, all right. I see you. US 30. Oh, nice, nice one. Gold. Oh, master of all. GBP, master of the Forex pairs. I love that. USG. Oh, nice card. Keep it coming. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. All right. So basically, we will be looking at few of the assets because time won't permit us to look all of the assets, but I can see a lot of Nasdaq, GBP, JPY, and the rest. So basically today we are going to see only the three currency pairs, if time permits us. That's GBP USD, the NZT USD, and GBP JPY. I can see a lot of GBP JPY over there. So let's just dive in and know what actually happened last week. So basically, last week we were talking about looking for a sell. So the market actually opened on Sunday, and it was surprising because we were actually waiting for price to open and break this support, retest, and to the take profit. And amazingly, price actually opened straight to our take profit, which was actually great. That was, even if we were actually anticipating into this trade, we would have gotten 138 pips, which was nice pips and nice move. Now back to NZD USD, the same thing happened. We were looking for sales. Basically, it opened, price opens on Sunday. That was on the 25th. On the 25th of February, and guess what? It hit our TP and went back to this level, which took like 70, 80 pips. But to GBP JPY, we were also expecting GBP JPY to drop. And basically, what it did was actually incredible. It opened down there on the 25th and came back and rallied down as we expected. Now, let's dive into what we are looking at next week, what possibilities and what we will participate in this market overview. So basically, I'm expecting price to come to this key level, which is 123,629. So basically, if price break through this level, I expect price
Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
What is the TP family, and how do you become part of it? Don't worry, if you're watching this, you're already part of the TP family. Now, before you ask, no, it's not take profit. That's the first thing traders think, right? TP stands for trading psychology. When Cliff Cheqona created this community, he didn't want to make it all about himself. He wanted to create a space for traders built around a simple truth. Most traders lose because their mindset isn't ready for success. So what's the TP family? It's not a company. It's not an organization. It's a movement of traders who are done chasing shortcuts, done trading emotionally, and done feeling like they're alone in this journey. Now, let me be clear. We're not here to build another Telegram or Discord group. You don't need more chats or endless notifications. All you have to do is follow our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's where we deliver everything. Masterclasses, podcast clips, mindset tips, and even those hard truths no one else will tell you about trading. Our vision for 2025 is simple. Education. We teach traders what really matters, not just strategies, but the mindset behind them. Through our TP Masterclass, podcasts, and content, we make sure traders know how to manage themselves first. Community. The TP family is all about connection, but instead of chat rooms, we meet through meaningful content that actually helps you grow. Tools. We're creating journals, simulations, and practical resources to help you track your progress and improve your trading behavior. The TP family is here to change the way traders think forever. We're not about quick wins. We're about creating strong, resilient, unstoppable traders. Welcome to the movement. Let's make 2025 the year you fix your mind and fix your trading.
Hello guys, can you see my screen now?
Hello, wonderful people out there. It's Kema Trades. I just want to see if everyone can hear me and see me. So if you can do that, kindly put up 2. Just for protocol sake, if you can hear me and you can see me, kindly put up 2. The number 2. I want to see 2. I want to see a couple of 2s. Okay, great. It means you can hear me and you can see me. Fantastic. Last week was awesome. This week is going to be even much better. I just want to welcome you all to this segment. I want to welcome you to the TP family. It is always great to have you with us. Today, I'm going to do something really special, right? Something really, really special. And then you don't want to be out of this particular live session right now. Trust me, you are going to learn so much. I have 20 minutes. I'm going to bottle it up, but I am expecting that at least you pick a pen, you pick a paper, prepare yourself, because today we are going into the chart to do some chart work, a little chart work, some little concept that I add to my trading that actually helps me a lot. It's going to open your mind, open your eyes to a lot of things, right? Now, to begin, what I've actually realized on the market is prices work around certain figures. Pen this down. Prices work around specific figures, right? So market is not random. When you see price push towards a particular area and reject of that area, and we have a resistance built around that particular region, it's not random. There is a reason why that resistance was built, and therefore it is essential as traders to be able to ask ourselves questions and know why. Why did the market turn around this area? Why did the market create this support around this particular region? Why not everywhere else in the market, but this particular specific price point, right? That is what I'm going to be teaching about today. Now, before I even get to that, listen to this story. I was reading a book called The New Market Wizards, and then I got to a particular page, 137 and 139, right? Between 137 and 139, very interesting chapter. It goes like the silence of the turtles. So it was talking about a story of two individuals, Colin and Duncan. These are wealthy traders. And they were having a communication, and then they said, one said, they think that teaching trading to other people can actually make them become better, right? So the concept, teaching concepts and everything that an individual does in, like the trading space can actually make them, better. And then the other one refuted and then said, no, do you actually think that, like when you teach your skill to other people, they would get it and then actually begin to replicate whatever you are doing in the market, right? So then they put themselves to test, right? Because one didn't believe that it was possible to teach other people for them to actually replicate what you are doing. They thought that trading was actually inbuilt. You have to be born with it. And if you're not born with it, that means you can't possess it, right? So that is what they did. And because these guys are big traders in the industry, they decided that why don't we just go on a bet? Now, guess how much the bet was? £1 million, right? So now all they said was, we are going to be choosing 10 people, right? I'm not going to be doing the choosing because I believe that trading is inbuilt. It is intrinsic. You are born with it. And so whatever quality that you possess, whatever mental, resilience, whatever focus that you have, it cannot be taught to other people, right? And then another person says that, no, I think so. The one who says, I can teach people and they can actually replicate what I do, the kind of profit that I'm making within each year. So then the test was, okay, you choose 10 people, and those 10 people, you are going to bestow upon them whatever you do in the market, verbatim, exactly what you do, the framework, the map work. And we are going to see within a year, if they are able to even make 25% on that particular capital within the end of the year, which, by the way, that trader makes 3 times of that by the end of the year. So if these guys are able to do that, 25%, just 25%, at the end of the year, he would then, accept the fact that, okay, so trading can be taught to people. Now, in the comment section, you can put in there and then let me know who won the bet. Do you think trading can be taught to other people and they can actually get it and then move forward? And then also, if you are the individuals who think that trading cannot be taught, it's intrinsic, it's built, you are supposed to possess a certain kind of quality, a certain kind of, focus, a certain kind of inbuilt resilience to be able to be a part of this market. You can also comment in there. But I'm going along with the fact that I think that trading can be taught to other people. Whatever I do, I can actually give that system to an individual and they can replicate it. So my system of trading the market, I spent about 4.5 years building this particular system. And so it is packed, right? And so let's get in there. Today, I'm going to be talking about something that I call demand and supply analysis. Now, a lot of people think that demand and supply analysis is equal to top-down analysis. They are quite different. In demand and supply analysis, you are basically looking out for psychological levels in the market, market working around price figures, major price figures, and then on. You are penning down those price figures. In top-down analysis, you are looking for the highs and then the lows of the market, the opening prices and closing prices of significant candle, representations on the higher time frame, and then drawing yourself all the way down to the lower time frame. So today, I'm going to specifically talk about demand and supply analysis, but some other time, we may focus on top-down analysis, and then, you would actually love that. So I have a slide here. I'm going to share the slide on the screen right now. Talks about demand and supply analysis. If you can see the slide, great. If you can see the slide, just give me one. If you can see the slide, give me one. Give me one. I want to see if you are focused on this. Give me one. If you can see the slide. One. I want to see a couple of ones. If you can see the slide, it says demand and supply analysis. Great. All right. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, Maki. Now, Market works around figures. When I talk about figures, I'm talking about prices, because in the market, in the Forex market, we are basically dealing with what? Prices of different commodities that we are trading, of different assets that we are trading from time to time. And then you also must know that the accumulated transactions from these, like giant corporations and then flow monsters tend to create liquidity. It is not you and I, our $100 or $500 or $1,000 on the market, placing you like 0.01s on the market, that actually moves the market. The market is moved by what? By a greater purchasing power. And that purchasing power comes from giant corporations and that we call flow monsters. I'll be getting it. It is what creates liquidity and sets price in motion. So if you are a retail trader and you are going along with the direction where price is going, then you should be okay, because you are relatively winning along with where the market is actually going. Now, prices trend from time to time. When we see a trend, it means that price has taken a particular direction and it's moving in that direction. So we can have a bullish trend and we can have a bearish trend. Now, with the forces of demand and supply in control, prices interestingly react of particular zones or areas. Now, let me explain when I say with the forces of demand and supply. Price is moved by factors. One of the factors is demand and supply. Let's say I have this Rubik's Cube over here. I have 100 in supply, and I'm saying that I'm giving this out to you guys for, let's say, 10, right? Let me just use, I'm not going to use currency, but I'm going to give it to you for 10, right? Now, that 10 that I'm giving to you, out of the 100 that I have, 50 people, well, they think 10 is okay, a price for it, and so they come in for this, right? Now you realize that the demand that is available for this relative to the supply that I have available, which is the 100, I have 100 supply, only 50 people are demanding for it. It means that there's going to be a surplus of what? 50. First of all, what I'm going to do is accept the 50. Take that 50, and once it is done, it means the 50 that is remaining is going to be idle. What do you think I'm going to do about the remaining 50? What I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the price of the remaining 50 to incite more demand from people. So there's someone who says, I want to buy it for 8, but because it is 10, I'm not going to buy it. I want to buy it for 5, but because it is 10, I don't want to buy it. So if we reduce price to 8, the people who want to buy it at 8 are going to come in for this. And probably if there are 10 people, it means 10 is off, but 40 more to go. It means we still have supply available. Very popular concept in economics. The higher the demand for a particular commodity relative to the low supply available, you realize that the price begins to shoot towards the upside. Understood? And then the lower the demand available for the relative supply, which is really high for a particular commodity, the prices begins to drop. So demand and supply is one of the concepts or one of the factors that influences price increase and decrease. Now, as the forces of demand and supply are in control, you realize that price moves up at one time, price moves down at another point in time. Now, these price movements up and down tends to tap off different price regions, specific price regions in the market. And it is essential that at least, even if we can't find all these price areas, we should at least be able to find major ones, or some of them, so that we will follow through the market whilst it is gradually pushing. So this is one of the things that I do when trading the gold market, and I'm able to tell, okay, price from here is going to go to this region, and from here I'm expecting price to go to the next region. I'll be getting it. So this is just one of the concepts, not all of it, just one of the concepts, and I'm going to give it to you guys for free. Now let's go in here. It is significant to identify these zones. The act of finding the major support and resistance areas from the higher time frame and drawing it all the way down to the lower perspective is what I term as the demand and supply analysis. So what do we do in a demand and supply analysis? What you are basically doing is you are creating a region around current price level. So what you are doing is you are looking at the market, price moving up and down all the way. And you are saying that, well, market is broad. I don't want to just be in the market doing whatever, market is moving up at one point. I want to create a region that I'll be trading within that region. And once that region is broken towards the upside, or once that region is broken towards the downside, then I will now create a new region for my price level. But until it has broken out of that area, I am still targeting market within this region. Now, what it will create for you is it will build what we call awareness. It will build awareness for you in the market, whereby you are able to constantly tell where price is. As I'm sitting here, I know where gold price was last year, January. Price was sitting at 2,065, right? $2,065 per ounce of gold as of last year, January, right? Now, by the time October 2024 was due, we had price sitting at $2,790, right? And then we had a decline towards the downside. Now, currently, we have price moved all the way up, broken the high point that was created in October, which was relatively price increasing about $700 from the span of January to that October. Price drop, price has increased some more. So within the span of last year, January, all the way to this particular February that we are sitting here currently, we have had an increment on gold of about $800 from 2,000 to 2,800 plus. I hope you understand what I mean. So I'm able to tell this because I've created a region around price and I'm monitoring price and then trading along it. It makes the chart very, very simple. It makes your trading very easy. Now, usually I'm doing between 1,000 to 4,000 pips, depending on what trading assets I'm using. If it's GBP, I'm going to do 1,000 pips. If it is a volatile pair like gold, US 30, NASDAQ, I'm going to do between 2,000 to 4,000 pips and then watch along the way how price is traveling within this region. And also, if it is a normal Forex pair like GBP, USD, GBP, JPY, whatever Forex pair that you trade out there, what I do is I break, after getting that 1,000 pips, I break it down to 250 pip ranges because I'm not going to be trading on the higher time frame. I come all the way down to the lower time frame. Then now I will be trading along with it. But if it is a volatile pair like gold, I'm going to do 500 pip ranges because it is easier for gold to move on 500 pips. I hope you understand. Now let's get into the technical part of it. So we further divide down to 250 pips for easy access to the zones when we are on the lower time frame. Now for volatile pairs like gold, 500 pips, like minimal area is good. Now, how do I do the demand and supply analysis? I'm going to go into my chart and then you can see. Now, this is my chart. This is the gold market. This year, it is just the gold market that I've been trading. In fact, for a while now, I've been focusing my energy on trading the gold market. Now, take a look at how simple this chart is. And I'm going to teach you something. You can see that there are lines across this chart. You can see that we have some numbers, like written around this area. Now, these are price points. Where is gold sitting at what time? Price closed last Friday at $2,860 and we are looking forward to what exactly is going to happen by the time the week begins. Now, take a look at this. These lines over here shows what is called a top-down analysis. But there are faint lines that are going through that represent my demand and supply analysis. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to just take off all of these drawings and then I'm going to have a clear chart. Now, what we do in a demand and supply analysis is to move towards the higher time frame and then start looking out for what exactly price is doing, right? So I'm going to move to the monthly time frame. When I go to the monthly time frame, we go to 2024. 2024 started somewhere around this region, January. You realize that price was sitting at what? 2,000. You can see here. Price was sitting at what? 2,000 right here, right? 2,000 and then what? 60, right? And then we had price begin to move towards the outside. So I was in line when I said price was sitting around $2,060, like somewhere last year, January, right? We can see how strong price has, like kept on going towards the outside. So first of all, we have an idea. Macro perspective, gold is bullish. Now we can ask the question about why is it that market is bullish, macro perspective on gold. Relatively, there are a lot of factors surrounding it, majorly geopolitical happenstances and all influencing the price to move towards the upside. But we are not going to go into that area currently. What I want to show you is an easy way for you to be able to watch the market as it keeps pushing towards the upside. You can see how price moved from this area to this region. We had that pullback. Then we had that continuation towards the upside. Easy. Now, this area is sort of a low region. We are taking this as a current swing point going towards the upside. And we are saying that if you are looking at the structure of this swing point, you can see one way or the other, some pullback into the region. Then we have continuation, then pullback, then we have what? Continuation. It's all part of the same swing from that low region. And so we are going to go to the lower time frame and just focus on this swing that we are looking at here. From here towards the upside, right? So weekly. Now you see I'm bringing you down to the weekly perspective. After seeing what the monthly holds for us, I'm bringing you down to the weekly perspective. Now, if you take a look at this area, the next thing that you're going to be seeing is, okay, price keeps going towards the upside. When I did my demand and supply analysis, I had price sitting somewhere around this area, right? So I'm going to be telling you what exactly. So you can see how price pushed here, price pulled down, price went up, price pulled back, and then we had price move towards the upside. So I'm going to do my demand and supply analysis based on the previous, low point that I had around this area. And we will talk about this. This low is just, like a fresh low that has been created, in the past 2 months, right? But we are going to be talking about this particular low. So what I do is I mark out those zones with specific lines, faint lines, so that you don't really see, them on my chart, or they don't disturb my chart when I go to the lower time frame, but also enough to be visible to the eye. I hope you get it. I'm the one trading, so I'm the one who is basically doing it. Now, what I want to do is I want to find that particular low region here, the lows, the support region that we have here. I want to find a round figure around that area. If I'm looking at this, I could see 2287, 2284, 2281. Basically, I can just run it up to 2280. So the running up is very important, right? So I'm running this up to 2280. And then I'm just going to tap in here, $2280, right? 0.00. And I'm going to make sure that it is exactly on 2280. Great. Now, once I'm done with that, that begins my demand and supply analysis, right? So now what I'm doing is, because we are on a bullish perspective, I'm going to keep on drawing 2,000 pips towards the upside until I realize that we are currently trading within price level, right? So 2280, if I'm drawing for, I can use the measuring tool, right? If you are not familiar with TradingView, very soon we would talk about how to use TradingView. It's all about edge. It's all about knowing what exactly to do in order to lessen your burden on the market, right? So if I'm going all the way up towards this region, you can see that even us at 6,000 pips, we still have gold trading within this region. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 2,000. Then after that, I'll add the 2,000. Then I'll add the next 2,000. I just want to show you something interesting. So the first 2,000 comes in over here. Because of time, I'm not going to adjust the lines to the specific price point, but you get the idea. Whenever I get it, it's from here. We have what? 2280 to 2480. So 2480. So the next one, we are going to have what? 2680. It's 2,000 pips. It's easy to do. So we have what? 2680. Where's 2680? 2680. Great. So we are just going to have 2680, 2680. Then we are going to have the next one, 2880, right? Am I right? 2880. Great. And then you can see, without even talking about it so much, already we have price tapping into 2880, right? So we have 2880, right? And now I'm going to break down this into smaller regions, because I'm not going to be trading on the weekly time frame. I'll be trading on the 4-hour time frame. So it is essential to break them. Since this is the gold market and gold is really volatile, I want to do 500 pip ranges. It means that these 2,000 pips, I'm going to divide it into 4 different regions. So 2,000, first of all, let me divide it into 2, and then we will have 1,000. And that will be what? 2380, right? 2380. Then, so we have 2280, 2380, 2480, 2580. Easy to do. Easy to do. 2580, 2680, 2780. Easy to do. Now we have 1,000 pips. Now I want to divide those 1,000 pips into 500 pip ranges, because I'll be working on the lower time frame perspective. So now here I'm going to have what? Between 2280 and 2380. The middle region is what? 2330. So 2330. It means that finding this area is going to be what? 2430. Then we have what? 2530. Very easy. Very easy. 2530. Then we have 2630. 2630, 2730, 2830, 2830, and then we have 2880. So I'm going to pause here, because currently this is where my demand and supply analysis stops, right? Now, the next thing is, if you are taking a look at this, you realize that market is not trading beneath this region. So this whole region is insignificant currently to me. I could take it off, but I also like it to be on the chart anyways. And what I'm going to do is I'll just relatively drop down to the lower time frame, so that we take a look at how price is reacting off some of these regions, right? Now, first of all, I'm going to do the daily time frame, or should I do the 4-hour time frame? At least it brings us to a very, closer spectrum of what we are actually looking out for on the market. So let's go all the way back, and let's take a look at this. Great. So right from here. Now you realize that from the starting point, which was the 2280 point that I picked, every other area has just been added on. So it will be quite surprising if you find price, reacting off these zones insanely, especially when those periods when price is actually tapping into the T and rejecting off. And then also there are individuals who do not trade on the 4-hour time frame. They trade on the lower time frame perspective, like 45 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes. You guys can also, further demarcate this into 250 pip ranges, right? And at the end of the day, it's going to help you a lot, right? So now let's take a look at this. Take a look at this area. You can see how price taps into this region. Beautiful, right? That is the starting point. Now let's go in there. Now watch something carefully. We had price move from this high point, drop all the way down, pull back, drop all the way down, pull back, drop all the way down. How many pips does that give us? 500, 1,000, 1,500. After 1,500, what happens? We have a rejection from this area. Price upward 500 pips. Then we have price pullback 250 pips. Then 250 plus 500, that gives us what? 750 pips. Then price drops 500 pips. Then we have what? 500. Then we have extra push towards the outside like that. So we have another 500 all the way here, and then another 500 all the way here. That's 1,000 pips, and then 250 pips towards the outside. Drop down 250 pips. Drop down first 500, another 500, 1,000 pips. Pull back 250 pips, 250 pips down. Basically, you can just see how price is working around this price figures, right? 2330. We have price come here, 2380, react of that area. Price drop towards the downside. You can just see, and it's not just this area. Let's keep it going. We have 500 pips drop towards the downside, right? And then if you are measuring this from the wick area all the way to this region, you realize that it is actually 1,000 pips towards the downside, right? Forget the room that is here, right? Then we have what? Price move towards the outside, price back down again, all around that 250 pip region within this area. We are having the constant rejections. Price comes all the way, reacts off of what? 2380, pulls back 250 pips into that region. Take a look at that. We still have what? That area to count for. Price pushes up 250, 500, another 500 all the way into this region. That's what? 1,250. The same thing dropped towards the downside. 500, 500, 250, 1,500. We have another one again all the way here. And then what? Drop back down. Why is it that price is reacting off 2380, 2330? Why? Price goes up, comes back, comes to retest 2430. Goes all the way up. And then what do we find here? 2530, right? Constantly. Price pulls back 2480. So I'm constantly monitoring these prices. I'm constantly looking out for how prices reacting of these areas. 2580 pull back 250 pips into the area. Guess what? 2680 exactly to the T. Then back down 2630, right? Pull back 250 pips into the region. Then we have price pushing towards the outside. Guess where we went to? 2780. That was in October when price actually hit 2790 area, right? But we are basically talking about that range. The range is 2780, and that is where price started getting that resistance and then getting that weakness for that bullish perspective. Price started dropping towards the downside, all the way down, 500 pips, 250 pull back, all the way down, right? It keeps going down, and then we have what? Back to 2530. Price all the way up. This, guys, this is a concept that it took a lot of time. It took a lot of pressure. Just imagine this. How is it that Kema is able to find something like this happening on the market? It meant that I spent a lot of time with the chart. I spent a lot of time with the particular pair that I'm trading in the market. I hope you get it. We have price moving towards the upside right from that area. 500, 1,000, 1,005, almost hitting 2,000 pips, and then drop towards the downside back again. If you take a look at this area, down 500, another down 1,000 pips, and then we have price come back all the way back into that high again, 2730. It's not ended. We have price come down to 2580. What I'm basically saying is these regions have actually helped me so much. Take a look at this price move from 2580, and I'm just able to tell how price is like moving along the way like that. Take a look at this area, 2780, back down to 2730. Watch this, 2730, exactly that area. Market rejects off that area, start moving towards the upside. Guess what? 2780 back again as a pullback, like as a tap into the pullback area, right? Which equates with this high point, and price keeps on going. Then we what? Talk about 2830. And now this week, what do we have? We have 288 what? 0. Price tapping into that area. Guess what? Every single week, I'm telling people that price is going to go here, and then after that, it's going to move towards this area and tap into this region. And it is just happening beautifully on the chart, right? Now, this concept I'm bestowing upon you, and then saying that if you go in there and then keep watch of this with whatever pair that you are trading, be it GBP USD, be it whatever pair. In fact, let me just switch you directly to GBP USD, and then you can take a look at what exactly is happening on my chart over there, right? Great. So this is GBP USD. I have my top-down analysis on here. You can see that this is basically top-down analysis. Guess what? Take a look at where exactly price came to tap into, reject off that area, pushed all the way towards the upside. We'll talk about top-down analysis some other time. But when it comes to GBP USD, and all other Forex pairs that you're going to be trading, 1,000 pips is enough for you. Guys, my time is up. I believe that even though I went through this quickly, at least you were able to grab something little. There's more that we can talk about. How DXY actually equates or serves as an indicator to tell the value increase and decrease in the dollar, and how it affects like some of these pairs. And then there's a lot of factors that you actually can delve into and move forward along with that. Out the edit, and you can replicate this on any pair that you are willing to do so on. My name is Kema Trades. You can find me everywhere on social media, Kema Trades. I always love to do this with you guys. Peace out.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, drop a 1 in the chat, please. If you can hear me and see my screen, drop a 1 in the chat. Nice one. Thank you, Mr. Kema. That was really a nice and a great lesson to be learned. And I know that we will actually take this one on board and apply to everything that we do on the trading floor. If you would do that, please let me see 2 in the chat. Let me see 2 in the chat. Keep it coming. Okay, if you can see my screen, let's get back to what we were discussing. So if you can see my screen, can I see ones in the chat, please? Ones in the chat. And let's do it quick, because time is not on our side now. Nice one. So basically, we were talking about what we were expecting last week, and we can see we were expecting our sales in the market from last week. And on Sunday, which was the 25th, market actually opened downwards, hitting our take profit, because we were expecting market to open, retest, and back to this level. And if he has actually breaking this support, which was our key level, which is 1.22414, then we will be heading towards the downside. But it actually refilled this space, and it came back to this resistance. So we will see what will happen and what we are expecting next week. Let's go to NZD USD. On NZD USD2, we were expecting a sell. On a 3-hour time frame, we could see a big wick, and price actually opened on Sunday straight to our take profit, which was a good move, and it actually bounced back to this resistance. So we will actually see what will happen and what we are expecting next week. The same applies to GBP JPY. So basically, GBP JPY, we actually were expecting a sell, which actually opened down the key level, which was 190.085. and price came back to retest the key level, which was 193.147, then it actually rallied down as we expected. If you can still hear me, let me see once in the chat. If you can still see the chat. Okay, moving on. Let's get on to what we are expecting on next week. What actually will happen? What we are going to anticipate in this market. As Mr. Kema has already spoken about the key levels, we can see the key levels over here as shown over here. My key level for GBP USD was that 0.62572. So basically, we are expecting price to break down, then retest, then we can join to the downside. Why are we expecting sell? Because on the 4 hour time frame, we could see still our trading range hasn't been broken yet. And that is another key level, which is 0.63257. So as long as price is respecting that key level, then we will actually be expecting a sell. Unless price actually break through this key level, then we wait for a pullback, then we anticipate in a buy to the upside. But I'm more of expecting a down or a sell. So I'll wait for price to break through this key level, which is 0.62534. Then retest, then we will actually go back to the downside. Oh, sorry. That is A AUD USD. Exactly. AUD USD. That's what we are expecting on AUD USD. On GBP USD, we are still expecting a sell as well. So on GBP USD, we can see that price is still respecting our key levels, which is 1.20982 and 1.25683. Since these are my trading range, I'm expecting price to go downwards because price having breaking through our resistance. Until price break through these resistance, then I will wait for a pullback. Then we can expect price to go up to the key level, which will be my around the key level of 1.34187. But since price have been really breaking through this resistance, we will wait for price to break through this key level, which is 1.23664. Retest it, then we will expect price to continue to the downside. Always remember, a breakthrough retest, then that is our entry to the downside. Now, time won't permit us, but let's go to the GBP JPY for the last currency pair we can actually look at today. So basically, let's analyze this together. On GBP JPY, our trading range will be from the key level of 189.533 and 187.048. So basically, that is our trading range, and that is what we are expecting price reaction between these ranges. So back on the 4 hour time frame, we could see price actually came and retest that range, which is our resistance. Price was rejected by the resistance and it's moving downwards. So we are expecting price to go down unless price actually break through the resistance, making it a support. Then we will wait for a retracement. Then we will take buy to the upside. Apart from that, we are still looking for a sell. So before we will anticipate in this sell, I want to see price break through this key level, which is 186.878, retest and move back. But always remember with GBP, JPY, it always actually go a bit furthermore. So we will use the Fibonacci to see what zones we will be expecting price to pull back to. We were expecting price to break through this key level, come back between the 50, 61, 78 resistant fib retracement. Then we will actually anticipate in the downside to the key level of the 184.574, which will actually give us, if it start from the 78, which is 427 pips. So let's look out for that and know that always we want a break of structure, a pullback, then a continuation to the downside. Guys, if you actually learn something from this overview, I want to see once in the chat. I want to see once in the chat if you actually learned something from this market overview. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Take care, trade responsibly, and take a good profit from this. Bye bye. Stay blessed.
All right, all right, all right. Mic check, mic check. Can you guys hear me? Just drop some number ones in the chat if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Can you see me clearly? Is everything okay? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I know we've been putting 111s in the chat, 222s, and so on and so forth. So still let's engage. I'm quite excited for this segment as usual. Love the idea of learning and growth. Hence why we are having this segment of the book review. You guys already know the game. We are reading the book not trading, actually. Let me correct myself. We are reading The Psychology of Money. I want to ask a question to everyone right now. What chapter are you guys on? I want to know. Are you guys on chapter 1 still? Are you guys just opening the introduction? Or are you guys deep diving into somebody on chapter 20? What chapter are you guys reading? If you are actually reading the book. I wanted to find out where everybody is. Which chapter of trading, or I keep saying the word trading, probably because I'm thinking of trading in its own, but the book we are reading is The Psychology of Money. So just drop in the chat if you guys are reading the book and which chapter you guys are currently you've landed on, or which part is the part that gave you some sort of revelation. Let me know in the chat. We have so far, one person said it's never enough on chapter 3. It's funny because we're actually going to deep dive into chapter 3 just now. So let me know in the chat. Hopefully you guys are actually reading the book. I hope so, because this is actually gonna help you. Let me know in the chat. Okay. So anyway, I'm sure we're gonna get loads more comments during this segment. All right. But let's get started. All right. So of course, the last time we came on this session last week, we spoke more also about the introduction of the book, but we also deep dived in chapter 1 and chapter 2. This week we're going to focus specifically on chapter 3. All right. Chapter 3 talks about the idea that enough is really never enough. Okay. And what I want to start off with in this particular segment is you know, a lot of the time we have this some sort of invisible goalpost. What I like to describe that is somebody who has a goal or an expectation, but what they usually tend to do is they love to compare themselves. I can see someone in the chat, they said they've done chapter 18, which is great. I mean, you're way ahead of us, which is great. It simply means that you're learning a lot more, which is fascinating. Somebody else in the chat says chapter 2, a lock versus risk are siblings. Yeah, amazing. Keep the comments coming, guys. Keep the comments coming. But enough is usually never enough. What I like to describe it as is usually comparison is a thief of all joy, right? Somebody might be comparing their level 20, or in fact, their level 3 to somebody's level 20. Let's take it right there. Right now, we can see somebody is in chapter 3 of the book, and somebody else is on chapter 18. Now, you might be comparing yourself to that person who's on chapter 18, saying, you know what, let me speed up so I can actually catch up to say, I've actually finished the book. The purpose of it is understanding what you're learning in the process, in the moment that you're in, right? But let's specifically talk about the book when it says enough is never enough. If you look at the quote, in fact, the first comments when it goes to chapter 3, in fact, the author highlights one of the things that 2 investors were saying. One person is an investor who has made triple the amount of money, and another person hasn't made the amount of money. But there's a key thing that he says here. He says, I have something that you will never have. He said, enough. And that's a question I want you guys to ask yourselves today. I know we talk about trading and investing and money, but this is more to do about growth holistically as a person, okay? Because how you grow will determine, you know, your productivity, the level at which you produce in whatever environment, industry, skill set that you have, right? But what does enough actually mean? Okay, are you comparing yourself to other people? That's essentially, you know, what it is. Do not compare yourself to somebody who has really gone through the masses. They've really spent the time investing, learning, growing, and you're comparing your 1 month to somebody's 5 years. Okay. Now, when we talk about the book overall, they do a deep dive, and I would like to say maybe more so like a study or a review of 2 individuals. I'm going to try my best to say these names, and maybe I might butcher them along the way. But Rajat Gupta and Raj Rashahatnam. Now, the name's not very, very important, but it's the story behind it that really struck me. Okay. The story behind these 2 individuals is that they were already majorly successful. These are individuals that had credibility in the industry. These are traders that work in investment banks. I believe one of them was working for a big firm, as some people may know already, which was, I believe, Goldman Sachs, right? Now, the interesting thing about one of these individuals is that he was already majorly successful. He had the money. In fact, I think he was a center, I think they describe as a center millionaire. So he's making over hundreds of millions already. But the interesting story about this is that what he had was just not enough. He just wanted to be a part of the billionaire club. Now, one thing that you'll notice is that somebody who's making hundreds of millions and somebody that has billions, there's only so much things in the world that you can obtain. There's only so many items in the world that you can buy, right? My point is the lifestyles are not very, very astronomically different, right? When somebody from a perspective of I don't really have that money, when you look at somebody earning 100 million and somebody that has a billion, you won't really be able to tell the difference, right? But one of these individuals said, you know what? I want to be a part of the billionaire circle. I want to be in contact with the people that have the multiple billions. So what did he go and do? He went and lost his credibility. He went and ruined his reputation. He lost basically everything in a matter of, I would like to say overnight, but essentially what he ended up doing is he did something called insider trading. Now, if you want to do your research, you can go ahead. Insider trading is something that is illegal. In layman terms, what it basically means is that you're passing information from one firm to another to get ahead of the market, just to take advantage of information that probably hasn't yet been released to the public. And because you know that information, that can make you a lot of money. It doesn't mean it's legal. Okay, so think about the many times that you have maybe, I don't know, you've decided to risk something that's very important to you to try and obtain something that isn't that important, but it's simply because you have the desire to gain more. That's why we say enough sometimes is just never enough. And that's why I said in the beginning that comparison is the thief of all joy, right? Comparison is the thief of all joy. That's why it's not good to compare yourself to other people, right? I used to do that my first year of trading, right? But one thing that I've come to understand about this is, you know, it's sometimes it's very whilst we're speaking about this topic right now, it is very obvious. It's like I'm telling you guys, don't compare yourself to other people, guys. You should not compare your day 1 to somebody's day 30. I'm saying all of these terms. As much as we're talking about this right now, understand that when you're in a position, whether you're vulnerable or whether you're active from a trader's perspective, because I do trade and most of us are trading here. From a trader's perspective, you're trying to execute trades. It's almost as if sometimes an invisible blinder just comes like blinders, right? Just comes on your mind, and you forget everything that we've just been talking about just now. You forget it. And what's so obvious in this conversation is not very obvious in that particular moment whilst you're making decisions, right? So it's very important to recognize and understand that it's sometimes not very obvious to spot, but in that particular moment, you're basically telling yourself, I understand, but when you get into the moment of trading, pressing the trigger button, and you know, whether you're in sales or whatever industry that you're in, you begin to forget the very simple principles that got you there in the first place. Okay, I don't know if you guys are making getting anything that I'm saying here, but just drop some number ones in the chat if you guys are following me right now. If you guys are really taking in what we're explaining here. All right, just drop some number ones in the chat. I want to see if everybody's engaging, if everybody's listening, if anybody gets this, right? Because this will segue right into the next segment where, you know, you guys are going to really be fascinated with what's going to come. I'm by the way, I'm also taking as much notes as possible. I'm really taking in all the information. As much as I'm here backstage and speaking to you guys, I'm learning as much as you are as well. All right, but most important thing to understand here is, number one, do not compare yourself to other people. All right. How I like to describe it in trading terms, I know you guys are very excited about. Look at this is how I know you guys trade, because people are saying GBP, USD, Bitcoin, NASDAQ, all of these wonderful pairs. Right. So you guys know exactly what I'm about to say next in terms of what I want to say to you. When you look at somebody on social media, right? Because trading is very evident on social media. It's all over social media. Your algorithm has said it that the next post that you might see is about trading, guaranteed, right? But when you have made a profit of $10, you've made a profit of even $100, and then you go on social media and you see somebody in a matter of seconds, they make $1,000. You've done the same thing. All you've done is maybe the move was 100 pips. That same 100 pips, you made $10. Somebody else has made $1,000. Psychologically, that can mess with your mind. And this is why I say comparison is a thief of all joy. And this is what I believe was the issue with the two gentlemen that are spoken about in chapter 3, where I believe it was about greed, and they risked everything that they had and maintained and lost it all overnight. And so if there is one thing that I want to leave you with regards to this particular segment, is understanding that do not compare yourself to other traders. Do not compare even the level at which you are growing right now to somebody else's level of growth. In fact, I'll tell you one thing about myself, as I see myself through my lens and how far I've gone in this journey of becoming the person I am, even speaking to as many people now. I was somebody who was very, very shy, somebody who didn't like to talk in front of many crowds, very, very reserved. Looking at me, you will never believe that, right? However, I understood that as time goes on, I will keep on growing, keep learning, and understand that when it comes to growth, you should never compare yourself to somebody else, okay? So that's what I want to leave you with. Do not be greedy, okay? I believe personally that there's a level of greed that is hidden in every single person's closet. It just takes the right thing to trigger it. If you can understand what actually triggers it, you can manage it. You can work on some structures or systems that would allow you to prevent greed from even taking place in the first place, right? Sometimes it's the environment that you're a part of. Fortunately or unfortunately, that can be a good or a bad thing, but it's recognizing that this is an opportunity for greed to be a stronghold over my life, or for this particular moment to be a very greedy moment. And I don't want to be a part of that, right? From a trader's perspective, it might be the very moment that you should have said, yep, I'm okay with the profit, but somebody pulled out a signal and you went back into your account, you traded it and you blew your account. Right? Let's not do that. Okay. I love what Albert said before he passed over to this segment. He said, trade responsibly. We cannot emphasize that enough. Trade responsibly. Understand that, create your goals, create your plan, create your trading plan, so that when you have your trading plan, you know that, okay, between now and 1 year, my goal is to successfully make £3,000, $3,000, to make 10K, to make my first 10K withdrawal, my first £1,000 trade, whatever the case is. Your work in progress along that. Once you have the plan and the structures in place, there's no need to compare yourself to somebody else when they're making 10K in one particular trade. Okay, they were once at a position where they were losing as many trades as sometimes a lot of us. All right. However, I'm excited for next week. I'm very, very excited. Okay, we will deep dive into chapter 4, and I hope you guys are reading. My name is Willis Aromi, and I will catch you guys on the next session. Peace out.
My losses are lessons that make me a better trader. I arise after every setback, stronger and wiser. I do not fear failure because I am built to succeed. I learn, I adapt, and I grow every single day. I am resilient. Nothing can break my focus. I trade with patience. I know the best opportunities will come. I am steady, consistent, and emotionally strong. Now, before we go on, I want you to keep this in mind, that though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again. Now I want you to keep on repeating this after me. I trust God's plan for my life and my trading journey. I am blessed and favored. My trading is a tool to create blessings for my family and generations to come. God has equipped me with wisdom, strength, and favor.
First of all, let me unmute myself. I just really want to just say thank you to each and every single person that has stayed on this live till now. I want to thank each and every single person that came before this segment. I think I will say that every single day I'm learning new stuff myself. You know, even though we are all reading this book, still, whenever the summary goes on, you learn something new. You know, today I was listening to my brother Kema, and I was like, okay, every single week, every single day, I understand why they call him Kema. An amazing, individuals that I came before myself. Guys, you already know, let's go into today's business. We have a lot of things to do. But most importantly, I really want you to make sure that when you come on these live sessions, you are solely focused. Because every single thing that we do, we try as much as possible to make every single thing to be an experience for you. Okay, everything is an experience. From the time that you started in the beginning of the world, coming to show you that we honor you, to the time that we were doing the markup overview. And today, sorry for the technical difficulties we're having in the beginning, but I'm glad that Albert came back again and still did what he had to do. And again, the edge segment, guys, if you pay attention to what Kema is telling you, you will understand that trading is really about you getting the right conviction. Then you translate that into a data analysis point of view. And then also the book summary, we are still on psychology of money. As soon as we are done, we're going to go on to the next one as well. Today, we're going to be talking about something very interesting. But before we do that, I highly recommend that if you guys can really make sure that the environment that you are in, you are highly focused. Number one, anyone that needs to be on this live stream, please invite them, tell them that we are about to learn. It is very important that we go down from there. Before we go on, let me just look into the comment and let me know where each and every single person is tuning in from.
I want to welcome you guys. I want to welcome you guys. And if you're a new person for the very first time coming also on this live stream, please let us know that you are new, and the whole TP family will also celebrate you at the end of the day. So if we get some couple of comment in there, and can we bring it up on the screen so that I can really talk to each and every single person, and then say hello to everyone as well, and then we'll take it out from there. Okay, so we have Ghana in the house. Prosper, I hope you're doing well. Nelson, I hope you're doing well. Rwanda, Marky, thank you so much for joining. Who else do we have there as well? So guys, listen, it's very important that you understand we have a culture here, and that is what we do. Okay, Nigeria in the house. Nigeria once again in the house. Okay, amazing, amazing. Jamaica in the house. Okay, new here, and I love you. I love you too, brother. Yes, Kenya. If you are new, guys, just let us know in the comment, and then we'll really welcome you. Now, my name is Cliff Cheqona. If this is the first time that you are seeing me here, welcome to this live session. It is very important that you understand that you're going to learn something very interesting today. I'm going to go straight up into today's segment that I have for you, and the topic. Before I was coming on this live stream, there are many things that I can teach, and there are many things I wanted to teach. But the reality is, I wanted to make sure that I bring the best information needed for the time. And so there were so many different things lined up for the TP family as a masterclass that I was going to teach. But then there was a topic that was laid upon my heart so strongly, and I was like, I'm going to teach this particular one, because I believe people need to be delivered with this information. Now, when I came onto the live stream and I heard my fellow brothers, they were also teaching in line. In fact, the chapter 3 of the psychology of money also really, Willis made us understand some couple of few things, and it all comes together. And so my topic for today is the future you as a trader. Please write it down. The future you as a trader. The future you as a trader. The future you as a trader. Please write it down. The future you as a trader. I'm about to teach now, and I really want you to make sure that you avoid every distraction, because day in, day out, the information we pour out on here truly can change your life as a trader if you pay attention. Today, the topic for today is the future you as a trader. And the first thing I want you guys to understand is this. In life here, time is a principle. And you may have heard me talk about principles and laws and principles and laws, and I talk about them a lot. Not really because I think principles and laws are powerful than everything in this world. The reason why I talk about principles and laws is because that is how the world was made. That is how the world is made. And that is how you will be made. I'm going to say it again. The reason why I talk about principles and laws a lot is because that is how this world you live in was made. And that is how this world will still keep on being made. And that is how you as an individual, your life will be made, whether you like it or not. And with laws and principles, it doesn't care about your sentiment. Whether you believe in the law or you don't believe in the law, the consequences of your ignorance towards it is still the same. So one thing that you need to understand is this, that the skill sets, which is called trading, that you want to learn is not what necessarily makes you rich. And this is where a lot of people have disappointed so many individuals who got promised that they are going to become successful in trading. And it is so beautiful that Kema's introduction, and we didn't talk. In fact, I didn't tell him what I was going to teach today. But for some reason, what he spoke about still aligns with what I'm about to talk about. He said, can trading be taught, or is an inbuilt skill set? And the reality is this, that guys, listen, trading as a skill set only gives you an opportunity. Skill sets only leads to an opportunity. What actually pays men is not the skill set necessarily, is the attitude that sponsored the opportunity the skill set gave. Is the mindset that sponsors this opportunity the skill set gave. Is the character that sponsors the opportunity that the skill set gave. So imagine Cristiano Ronaldo being one of the most amazing footballers in the world. Imagine if he didn't have the right character as a self-developed individual. Imagine if his mindset was wrong. Just imagine that every single time he goes onto the pitch, he's fighting, he's insulting, he is disrespectful, he has no character, he has no personality. No matter how good of a footballer he is, he will not be where he is today. So skill sets, the principle of skill sets leads you to an opportunity. But then the opportunity must be connected to your attitude, your character, your mindset, your behavior in order for it to pay you. So laws and principles, they are not just opinions. And that is why sometimes when I see people who have zero understanding and knowledge about the principles of life, but they are still loud, it breaks my heart. For example, I always give this example. There was once upon a time, there was an individual, I don't remember the name, but I was going through some of the comments on social media, and I posted that we as TP family, we are going to be fasting, meaning that we are going to set some time away from the desires and our tendencies, whether it be in food, whatever, and so on and so forth. And we will pray. We will bring ourselves into subjection so that we don't let our body and our tendency controls us. And the individual said that, why do you need to bring fasting into trading? You see, I understand where the individual is coming from, because they think that when you do things called fasting, that it becomes a religious activity. Fasting is a spiritual principle that whether you are a believer or not, when you are able to restrict yourself from a desire, you are leading yourself into a place called discipline, laws, principles. Are you with me? And so I told the individual in the comment, and I replied and I said that the fasting is not for trading. Fasting is for the trader. I'm going to say it again. Fasting is not for trading. We are not bringing fasting into trading. We are introducing fasting to the trader, so that if you, the trader, can be able to restrict yourself, okay, from food that you really like, from certain things you cannot stay away from, then you can start to strip away over trading. You can start to strip away greediness. Let me tell you something now. The ability for you to discipline yourself and not to be greedy is not lack of opportunity. You see, there are some times where people think that, if you don't have food to eat, it's easy to fast, isn't it? Let's say you have nothing in your house, or in fact, you have been, I remember back in the days, growing up in my grandmother's house, there are some weeks we can eat rice throughout the whole week, rice, everyday rice. So to some point, you don't desire eating the food anymore. It doesn't mean that you are disciplined to not eat rice. It's just that you are just tired. And there are sometimes you don't have money, you can stay away from food, not because you don't want to eat. There is nothing at home. Okay. So this is why people confuse it. Fasting, okay, is not lack of food and staying away to do something else. When we say you are disciplining yourself, it is the ability for you to restrain yourself even in the midst of abundance. So there is something that we do when it comes to training people to become less greedy. One of the things that I tell them is that analyze the charts, okay? See the opportunity and choose not to take the trade. I'm going to say it again. One of the things that we tell them is that, listen, analyze the charts, see the opportunity. Let it be. In fact, don't just look for the C plus setup of opportunity. Look for an A plus setup that if you take this trade, it will make you money, and choose to stay away. The more you are able to restrict yourself in the midst of setups like that, I promise you, then if you make 2 or 3 trades in a row, and whether it's losses or wins, you can stay away from the fourth one. What happens is that a lot of people have not had the opportunity to choose not to do something. It is the trading experiences that is choosing for them. And so when they get an opportunity that looks like a good trade, remember, they have already had 2 losses in a row, so there is no way they will stay away from the third one if it looks like it will make them money. So a lot of people have not gone through transformation period. They have not gone through a series of transformation, psychological transformation that makes them strong. Now remember this. Now, your brain that you have right now is not trained to be a trader's brain. So when you go into the market, all the fake outs, the manipulation of key levels, stop hunt, all the things that we call it, it is designed for specific people to not be able to survive. Why? Because you have not trained yourself to restrict yourself, to control yourself, to discipline yourself, and to execute with the right mindset. Now, all these things we are talking about now, there is one principle in life. And that principle is what we are going to talk about today. When you hear the title, The Future You as a Trader, the first thing I want it to come into your mind is the word time. Please write it down. I'm teaching now. If you are paying attention right now, I want you to put attention in the comment section. I know it's long, but spell it. Discipline yourself and say, man, when will I write the ATTEN? Spell it. Attention. Put it in the chat. Just do it. You see, every single time that your brain is trying to stop you from doing something you have to do, and you are able to conquer it, is one step away. Because of the neuroplasticity in your brain, new pathways is forming. Do it. Do it. Attention. Put attention in the comment. Now listen, guys, the future you as a trader. The first thing I want it to come into your mind is time. Time. Time is a very powerful mystery. Listen to this carefully now. You see, this is the reality. Let's say you have a small brother who is like 6 months old, and your sibling who is 6 months start to speak like me. So that 6 months, brother of yours, all of a sudden start to speak like me. He speaks like me. He cracks jokes. He's able to create analogies. He speaks like Emma. In fact, he knows how to do every single thing. 6 months, he's speaking just like us. 6 months is going to really worry you a little bit, even though you'll be like, wow, this 6 months kid. But at the back of your mind, be like, man, this is a spirit. Something is wrong somewhere, right? 6 months. You are worried as a brother, as a mother, as a father. The same way, if after 5 years, your sibling or your child is not speaking, 5 years, the person is not speaking, you are still going to be worried. Why? The problem is not the speaking, it's the timing of the speaking. Time. Imagine if you come to me right now, you tell me, Cliff, I want to start an Apple business. And I tell you, okay, let's do Apple business. And you're like, Cliff, I'm going to make money from Apple. There is this a business partner I know in Canada. There is this partner I know in Dubai. There is this partner I know in South Africa, Jamaica. He said, if I'm able to produce tons of Apple bags, then I will make XYZ. So this individual is really gassing you up, telling you that you're going to make this thing. But one thing you forgot, that there is timing to the growth of Apple. Does that make sense? There is timing. Apple don't just grow in 3 weeks. Apple don't just grow in 4 weeks. Apple don't just grow in 6 weeks. It takes time to grow. In fact, let me do something right now. In the comment section right now, I want you guys to tell me, how long do you think it takes for an apple to bear fruit? Please let me know. Let's see if we do have some agricultural businessmen on this live stream right now. How long do you think it takes? How long does it take for an apple fruit to come up? Let's see if we have 6 months. Okay, Martin Chiari says 6 months. Amazing. How long? Do we have any other answers again? How long? A year. Okay, Prosper said a year. How long? 1.5 years. So you see, if this was trading already, we have different biases here. 6 months, 1.5, 1 year, 10 years. How long? 1 year. Now, what we're going to do right now is, in order for it not to be taken away from me, okay, I'm going to ask the media to Google, how long does it take an apple to grow, to bear fruit? Media, can you just check it? And then when you are ready, bring it up on the screen, okay, for me. Listen, guys, before we bring that up, I want you to understand this. Whatever time, space that this individual thought it takes apple to bear fruit, let's just say, and he thought apple will bear fruit, the tree will bear the fruit in 3 months, and so he drew all his plans to be able to make sure in 3 months, 4 months, he's going to become rich, right? He's going to become rich. Stay with me now. He's going to become rich. Now, so this individual made all the plans. He was so ready to make money in the apple business. So it's saying that it takes 2 to 8 good years. Let's just use this 2 to 8 good years for an apple tree to start. To start is saying 2 to 8 good years to start what? Producing fruit, depending on the type of tree. The type of tree. Very important. So all those who said 2 to 3, they are all correct, depending on the type of tree. So imagine if this individual, thank you so much, media. So imagine if this individual didn't have this information and they're like, I'm going to become rich. I'm going to become rich with Apple. And then 1 month has passed. He's stressed. 2 months, he's stressed. 6 months, he's stressed. 8 months, he's like, this thing doesn't work. It works. But one thing that you are forgetting right now is time and season as a law and principles. So I may have said this before. I'm going to say it again. No matter how you want a baby in 1 month, you cannot impregnate 9 women, all right, to get a baby in 1 month. It still takes 9 months regardless. 9 months. Why? Time is a law. It's a principle. I want you guys to keep on paying attention very now. So that means as a trader, there is a time required for you to grow. It doesn't matter how good your mentor is. That is why I gave that example about even if you want a baby in 1 month, it still takes 9 months for the development stage to happen. So no matter how good your husband is, no matter how good the womb of the woman is, it still takes 9 months. That means if you come and tell me, Cliff, I got pregnant January and I'm giving birth in February, it's not a testimony. No, it's not. Are you with me? If you quickly come and say, hey, Cliff, guess what? I said what? I was pregnant last month. I'm giving birth this month. It's not a testimony. In fact, it's either you are lying or you are in trouble. Same thing if you started trading 2 months ago and you are already telling me you have found your strategy and your edge and you are ready to make money, I need to start crying for you. Are you with me? Time. If you guys are resonating with what I'm teaching you, put time in the comment. Time. Time is an important factor in trading that you need to understand. So I know there is a future you, but there is a now you. What do you have to do to get to that destination? And you see, many times, a lot of people, don't even know when they are going to say, okay, finally, I have made it. They don't know. Why? Because there isn't any structure of time understanding in how long it takes for a trader to be able to become profitable. You may have heard me saying, oh, I've been in this industry for 12 years. And so what, Cliff? Let's go and check what you were doing from 2012, okay, to 2015. Were you actually really learning the right things? If the answer is no, then we need to verify the mistakes we're making. Because there is a time factor to growth when it comes to trading as well. If, let's say, you go to medical school, one of the most longest courses in terms of from you doing 6 years and then doing masters and trying to become a doctor, there is still an exhaustion of this time. So I want you to write this down. If you try to force progress too early in trading, you will crash. If you stay in the game too long without evolving, you will be stuck. I'm going to take it again. If you try to force progress too early, you will crash in trading. And if you stay in the game too long without evolving, you will be stuck. You will be stuck. You will be stuck. So now that we have been able to understand this, listen to this carefully now, guys. Do you know why time is a powerful mystery? Because of the way the world is designed, anything that is not connected to time doesn't grow. Oh, I really hope somebody gets this revelation very powerfully. Anything in this world that you don't connect to time, it doesn't grow. It doesn't grow. It doesn't grow. And in fact, not just any time, anything that you don't connect to the right time, also the growth is either premature or too late. Time is powerful, guys. Let's stay on time a little bit as a meditation. Time. Just meditate on time a little bit. What I mean by that is this. The reason why a baby grows in the womb of a woman is because the principal time structured around that is 9 months. You go to school, 6 months, 6 years, we are expecting you to be able to graduate from a medical school. 3 years, we are expecting this. That is why when you are setting a goal, you need to make sure it's connected to time. Time is a powerful mystery. A lot of people are always trying to abuse time. They don't care. I want to get it now. Well, it's up to you. It's the same thing. Let's say if you are traveling, and even if I stop here and I don't teach the rest of the information I'm about to give it to you, and you are able to only understand this, I think I'll deliver some people today by the grace of God. Time is powerful. Cliff, how long would it take me for me to become a trader? Cliff, how long will it take me for me to become a profitable trader? Today, you're going to get that answer. Okay? Time. Okay. Why timing is the foundation of trading growth. This is a subtopic. I want you to write it down. Why timing is the foundation of trading growth. 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 Number one, most traders fail because they expect success too fast. That is number one. So the reason why some people normally fail is because at the end of the day, they do expect results too fast. Number two, others waste years in the market without structured learning. Big problem. Number three, the problem is not the time spent, it's how time is used. Number four, if you approach trading with patience and structured plan, you could evolve into an elite trader. But then if you misuse time, years can pass and you will still be struggling. I'm going to give you the points again. Number one, I wrote this down because I want you guys to write it down, so please write it down. Most traders fail because they expect success too fast. Others waste time or they waste the years in the market without structured learning. The problem is not the time spent, it's how the time is used. Number four, if you approach trading with patience and a structured plan, you could evolve into an elite trader. The last one, but if you misuse time, years can pass and you will still be struggling. And you will still be struggling. And you will still be struggling. Time. Time is the foundation of trading growth. Today, I came in to give you a roadmap of becoming a profitable trader so that you can measure your growth with this roadmap. You know, it's like using Google Maps. If you are using the right Google Maps, imagine you sit inside my car and we say we are going to a new destination. We have never been there before. And you ask me, Cliff, what is the ETA? ETA simply means your expected time of arrival. And I tell you, I don't know the ETA. At some point, you will get nervous and you will start getting stressed if you don't know when you're going to get there. I think a lot of people quit trading because they don't know when am I even going to get better. And it's not even about the fact that I want to arrive there now. It's just I don't even know when, I'm going to get there. And today I want to help you to get that understanding, okay? So I have 5 stages of a body of knowledge you can use as your roadmap, Google Maps in trading, so that it will help you psychologically. Remember, the goal of this segment is a psychological roadmap so that you will know that, okay, I know this, I don't know this. Okay, now that I've gotten to know this, then it is time for this, then it's time for that. So that you can be able to understand how you can grow. Are you with me? Okay. All right, so I have 5 keys that we're going to be talking about. 5 keys that you will use to measure your growth. And then you can be able to tell, when am I going to become the trader I need to become? I was not looking into the comment. Let me go and see if you guys can hear me clearly. Okay. I think you guys are still with me. If you guys are with me, just let me know in the comment. Because sometimes when I'm teaching, I'm looking here, so I don't look into the comment. If you guys still have every information, let me know. If you're ready, put something in the comment. Let's go. Are you ready for the roadmap? If you guys are ready in the roadmap, if you are ready for the roadmap, put in a comment. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Are you ready? Okay, guys, this is an important part of the segment. But I want you to basically just start to really control your atmosphere right now. Let's control our atmosphere. Let's control our atmosphere right now. Just say, I am ready. Start repeating, I'm ready to yourself. I'm ready. I'm ready to become a profitable trader. I am ready to become a profitable trader. Cliff, what are you doing now? We are changing our atmosphere. We are becoming in charge of our atmosphere. We are becoming mindful. If there is noise, push it away. If there is distraction, cast it out. I am ready. In the next couple of 1 minute, I'm going to give you guys 1 minute and then we come back and then we are going to go straight into the keys. But I want to give you guys 1 minute. Use this 1 minute, 60 seconds to charge yourself. I am ready. I am ready. Wherever you are, just say, I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. Just charge yourself. Just shake it off. I'm ready. Whether you are in the UK and it's cold, I'm ready. If you are in somewhere in Belarus or in Poland or in the Ukraine region, Moscow, tell yourself you are ready. Don't let any cold, any atmosphere, change you. You don't have to put in a comment. Just say you are ready. Shake it off. I'm ready to be a profitable trader. I am ready. I'm ready. Now, what you are doing is you are telling your brain so that you can be able to receive the information you are about to receive. I am ready. Okay. I'm ready to be a profitable trader. That's right. Stage number one, the first key that you need to have. And with this, the keys I'm going to give you, they are grouped into phases, and there are 5 of them. Okay? 5 of them. Phase number 1 is about, put this down. Let me share my screen so that I can help you guys now understand this clearly. Because last time that I did share my screen, it did help a lot of people. Let's do the same again. Share my screen, whiteboard, let's go. All right. Now let's learn, okay? Phase number 1 is what we call the foundation. It's what we call the foundation stage. Write it down. Stage number 1 is what we call the foundation stage. Let me delete this and let's bring it back again. Foundation stage, or the foundation phase. So this is where you start. Okay, every single thing is fine. You are okay. Everything is great. In the foundation stage, what are you going to learn from there? Within the foundation stage, one of the things that you need to understand is this. You are now about to understand the market, your psychology, and your emotional triggers. So during the foundation stage, there are 3 things you need to understand. The first thing that you need to understand is, number 1, you got to understand the market. You got to understand the markets. You have to understand your psychology, not the psychology, your psychology. Your psychology. And then your emotional triggers. You see, people sometimes think that when you talk about trading psychology is emotions. No, emotional triggers is what affects your psychology. So you understanding the market, what about it? Every single thing. The reasons why market goes up, coming down, supply, demand, every single thing. They are all in the foundation stage to get the understanding, right? Then your psychology, then your emotional triggers. Okay? That is the stage number 1. So during the phase number 1, you need to understand these 3 things. The market, it comes with brokerage, lot sizes, every single thing you need to understand about the market. Then your psychology, then your emotional triggers. Now with the market, how then do you understand the market? Is by basically studying every single thing you need to know about the market. Now your psychology, you need to understand that the current you that you are going to start learning how to trade is everything opposite to who a trader is meant to be. And then your emotional triggers are the things that makes you react without being logical. Remember our last week's session? That there is something called dopamine, that you need to know who you are. You need to understand why you behave the way you behave. So the way we do this sometimes is we use self-assessment, tools and things, questions, and so on and so forth, to basically just make people understand how to be able to grow as an individual in the trading game. So phase number 1 is you need to understand your psychology, your emotional triggers, and then the market. Now, you need to learn, at least you need to pick one range of a strategy. Now, let me explain this. Let's say, for example, you are trying to become an elite trader. So you started. All the unconscious, incompetent side whereby you didn't know what you were doing, the mistakes you made, let's throw it all away. You are starting new. So let's just say, for example, right now you are a new trader. You just started right now, or you have started, but you are still lost. No problem. Ask yourself these questions. What do you know? Really, what do you know about the market? Okay? Ask yourself those questions. What do you really know about the market? After you have been able to identify these things, the next thing that you need to be able to understand is that how does my psychology even look like? Then, after you've been able to understand these three things, the goal of it is to build strong foundation so that you will not struggle later. Okay? So that's the purpose of it. So now, after you've been able to understand the foundation of the market and every single thing, now you're going to go into what we call the phase number 2. All right? Phase number 2. During the phase number 2, you are about to master one thing. What you're about to master right now, we call it phase number 2. What you're about to master is called mastering execution. Do you know why you need to master execution? Because you can only execute something. I want to do something right now. I want to show you something right now. I want you guys to do me a favor right now. I don't want this live session to always be about just always me giving. I want you guys to really adapt to the habit of researching. Media, I want you to Google the word execution and bring it up on the screen for me. Execution and bring it up on the screen. I want you guys to also do the same. Also go, okay, if you cannot leave the YouTube, it's fine, stay. We're going to bring it up on the screen for all of us to see it, okay? So let's bring the word execution. I want to show you something. You can just remove my screen and then you can bring it up later. Yeah. Okay, so the carrying out of a plan. Look at this in the comment. I love this comment. It says the carrying out of a plan, order, or course of action. So that means there is no execution without, put in a comment. There is no execution without, can somebody tell me? That means if you are executing without what? That means you cannot execute without, I want to see if people are really paying attention now. Without a plan. Without a plan. Without a plan. No plan. Good. So now the next time, before you click, what is the name? What is the name of the MT5 or the MT4 thing that triggers your trade instantly? What is the name? Can somebody put in a comment? The name of the thing you click that it triggers your trade, whether you are buying gold or you are selling gold. What is the name of that? When you go to the MT5 or the MT4? Today we are learning together. I want to show you a psychological thing that you will never forget. Okay, it's called order. That is an interesting thing. But then if we have different types, okay, let's go here. We have different type of orders. No, guys. Yes, an order is the thing, but we have different type of orders. The one that you do instantly is called what? Market execution. Market execution. So the next time that you go to your MT5 and you are about to click buy now or sell now as a market execution, what should I remind you? What question should you ask yourself next before you click market execution? Because you are saying, hey, market, I am ready to execute. What is the first thing you need to ask yourself before you click on that button? Come on, TP family. How have I followed my plan? My plan. Because you told me. No, I just want to bring that one. Have I followed my plan? That is what I need. Have I followed my plan? So you see, you need to be able to understand this. You told me that execution simply means that you following a plan or an order, or you are carrying out an action in that way. That is the definition of execution. So that means if you go into the market and you type market execution, the question you need to ask yourself is that before I click this buy or sell, have I followed a plan? So now the next time that we say after the foundation stage, the next phase is mastering execution. Now, your psychology is opening now. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does mastering execution mean now? Tell me. Based on, because when you get this light bulb moment, yeah, you will start to understand the stages of trading. You started by learning the foundation, all the things you want to learn. So now you have phase one, you have understood all these things. Phase two, you are now learning how to master execution. So what does that mean in a layman understanding? Simple words. Mastering, meaning I need to have a plan. Yes, okay. But what are you mastering now? You are mastering how to follow a plan. How to follow a plan. So that means if you tell me, Cliff, I don't know how to be disciplined, it means you are still in phase what? If you are still saying, Cliff, I don't know how to be disciplined, I don't know how to even, be confident, Cliff, I don't know, it means you are still in phase what? Today, I don't want to just talk. I really want you guys to talk to me so that when you leave, you will know you are still in phase what? Phase one. That means you have mastered phase one. Good for you. But then you are still now about to master phase two. So let's move from the foundation phase. And when we now get to the phase two, you are now about to learn how to master execution. So now that you understand this psychologically, now you know that phase two is not just about clicking buy and sell, but phase two is about building character. Building character, and on the top of the chain of the character needed to be able to graduate from phase two. You know what I'm doing now, guys? I'm trying to show you. So this one here is class one, or let's say if you are in university, this is level 100. Phase one is level 100. So you see, you can learn every single thing about the market in level 100. And you are still not a trader yet. You can even tell me about liquidity graphs and every single thing, and FVGs and every single thing you want to know. You can tell me about all of that, but it is still level 100. Because you are not just trying to learn all these beautiful names in trading and not make money. True? So you said you want to become an elite trader, the future you. So just like school days, you have understood the market, you understand market structure, but it is still level 100. Oh, Cliff, so you are telling me that even when I know how to even, understand smart money concepts or ICT, if you understand that from the standpoint of just market structure alone, you are still in level 100. Phase two, mastering execution. Do you know what we do in phase two? Do you know what we do in phase two? I want you guys to give it to me. So in phase two, Cliff, what are we doing in phase two then? What are we doing in phase two? Let me see in the comment right now. in phase 2, if phase 2 is about mastering execution, I want to see if there are some traders in here today. What are we doing in phase 2? Come on. I want to know if there are serious traders. Build character, number 1. Number 2, give me something else. Okay, building character. What else? What else? What is all these balloons doing in my video? Having a plan. Okay, what else? I need trading terminologies. I'm going to tell you one. In phase 2, how are you growing? You are growing. Number 1, one of the key elements in phase 2 is back testing. Back testing. What else? Give me some things you are doing in phase 2. Back testing. Following your plan. So this is level 200. Oh, look at it carefully now. So now you have moved from level 100. You are in level 200. Following your plan. What else? Learning how. This one. What I'm about to write now, yeah, a lot of traders don't know how to do this. This is a big one. The ability for you to learn how to handle drawdowns. Very powerful. So this is level 200. Congratulations. You are now in level 200. This is what. So you see in level 100, you see the things you learn. Foundation of psychology, your emotional triggers, the markets, all of that level 100. Okay? 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, level 100. Phase 2, you are now learning how to master execution. Backtesting. Following your plan. Learning how to handle drawdowns. Journaling your trades and improving decision making. Sorry, let me write this one again. And improving decision making. And improving decision making. So now you are in level 200. So now you tell me, logically, from here to phase 2, how long do you think it should take you? If you are learning a structured body of knowledge, how long do you think it should take you? Phase 1, phase 2, how long? Because right now we are trying to understand, Cliff, how long will it take me for me to become a trader? You're asking yourself these questions. And because you are not getting the answers, you are frustrated. Because you have not even started becoming a confident trader yet, and you have already lost money that you were not supposed to do. So you are frustrated, right? Logically. So now in the comment section, let me know. Logically, 3 years is a long time. Why? 3 years is a long time. At least between 6 months to 1 year. With 1 year should be able to put you into phase 2, and then from 1 year to 1.5, you are almost about to finish with phase 2. Okay, if you are a fast learner. Okay, all right. I mean, after no. So let's just give you 1 year. Okay, 1 year. Give yourself 1 year. Why? But Cliff, does it have to take that long? You don't want it to be that fast. Stay with me. Now let's go to level 300. We are in school today, guys. Level 300. So phase 3, which is level 300. Okay, what do you think we are going to learn in level 300 now? So now, guys, tell me, what do you think we're going to learn in level 300? In level 300, you are about to master consistency. In level 3, in level 300, in level 300, you are about to master consistency. I hope you guys are learning. So in level 3, one of the main thing that you need to master in level 3, the first one on the list, is this. You need to learn how to filter trade setups and grade them. Now remember, just like any school, you have a borrowed knowledge, right? From here, which is back testing, journaling, everything. So in level 300, you are mastering consistency. So now you can group them into different grades. Grade A, B, C, so that you will know which one of them is good, which one of them is unnecessary, and so on and so forth. Level 300. Here, again, you are improving. Okay. So you are improving your risk to reward ratio and also capital preservation. That is level 300. And then you are mastering I'm trying to form our words well. Okay. So stage level 300, this is what you are learning now. This is how they spell tuning, right? I'm sure. Okay. So now you are fine-tuning your overall edge. You are mastering advanced emotional intelligence. And then you are improving your RRR and also capital preservation. And then you learn how to filter trade setups and grade them. So you are mastering what? Consistency. Now, stage number 4 or phase 3 is done. So let's go to phase 4. Let's say level 400. What do you guys think you're going to learn here? What is level 4? I want you guys to tell me. Let's see the comment. Hey, level 400 demo trading. Demo trading has been happening on the other side. So level 4, you are now, but then you can still use demo to practice, it's fine. So level 400, you are now understanding portfolio management. You are becoming a professional a little bit. You are thinking better. Okay, what else? Tell me. Making sure you have a trader's routine and structures. Now, at this level, you're already planning on having an office like Chemist's office. Right? At this level, you're not there yet, but you are starting to have, imagination that one day when I grow up, I want to get an office like Chema. Right? So that's level 400. You are now thinking like a professional. You want to grow, when you grow out of school, blah, blah, blah. Then level 400. What else can we even add? Yes. So now all the demos and whatever is gone. You are basically now managing your account very well. So basically level 400 is more about becoming professional. So let me summarize it. So level 400 of phase 4 is about becoming professional. Are you with me? All right. Then the last stage, which is the level 5, I want you guys to tell me what it is. Phase 5, which is level 500. Phase 5, which is level. Now I'm doing the level so that you will know that it's like you are in school and so on and so forth. We will come back. Look at the things we've written, okay? So we started from here and then we are all the way here now. Okay, so we are in level 500 right now. I want you to tell me, what do you think? What do you think level 500 looks like? Tell me. So this stage is your elite trader stage. During this stage, now trading is now part of your nature. You have trading friends, trading, not friends, you have trading business partners. What else? Here, during this time, you love stopping losses. And nothing surprises you again. So during this time around, you are becoming an elite trader. Your mindset has changed. Trading is now part of your nature. You now have trading business partners. You love stopping losses, meaning that you understand stop loss is part of the game. Nothing surprises you again. In fact, if you're listening to me right now and you make money, sometimes you're like, whoa, I didn't even know this was going to make me money. You're not a trader yet. You are even surprised you made money. You are not a trader yet. Then during this stage, one of the most important skill you have, you are developing the skill literally you are now matured. Let me put it this way. You are now very matured. So now, guys, listen. I've given you guys all this information. I've given you guys all this information, and it's very important you understand this. I took my time to write all these things down with you so that you will understand that today, as we are talking now, at least you need to be able to know where you are and where you are going. Are you with me? You need to be able to understand where you are. If I kept most of it in the trading account, I would have always ended up using it to try to save so by scared and not trick myself to put it. Oh yeah, I was reading a comment. So now, guys, let me start teaching now. Listen to this carefully now. It's a serious business and it takes time. I like the comment that I'm seeing now. Let's bring that comment up on the screen again. I want to read it. I want to read that comment on the screen, the last comment. Listen, guys, trading is a very, 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 very serious business. Very, 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 very serious business. And it takes time and commitment to get things dialed in and bring all the pieces together. I wanted to read out this comment because anytime I see comments like this, I start to be excited because people are now understanding the nature of this industry. It's a business and it takes time for you to grow. I wanted to create the roadmap for you to understand that, okay, you know what? I just started trading. Where am I and where am I going? Because I can understand the level of how people are frustrated. They really want to keep going, yeah, but they don't even know where they are. So at some point in their life, they are either going to quit or they are going to feel like this is not for them. But if you understand that the faces that you are seeing now, the reason why I showed you just is so the reason why I did this in psychology, we call something reverse engineering. Reverse engineering is like, this is what it means. That is what makes you not to be discouraged and you keep going. So what I mean by that is this. If you can see where you are going, you can keep going. So if you are going somewhere in this world with a GPS, whatever, and you don't know how and when you're going to get there, you're going to be discouraged. And so a lot of people right now have been discouraged. They are confused. They don't know what to do. Am I going to keep on blowing money? Am I going to even make it in this industry? They keep on thinking. So psychologically, they are not there. I brought today, because in the future, we're about to study some series of serious psychological trading psychology stuff. But you needed to understand where we are going. Okay? So that you don't feel like everything we are learning, okay, when am I going to become successful? You are learning. So phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5. Okay, now I am here. Now, when we started this conversation, I spoke about something very important and I said time. You remember what I told you guys? What did I say? I said in trading, if you try to force progress too early, you will crash. I said if you try to force progress too early, so that means if you want to see progress in phase 1, you will crash. The same way also, if you stay in the game too long without evolving, you will be stuck. So just like how a mother wants to have a child, and that child is expected to come out 9 months. If it takes more than that, it's a problem. Less than that, problem. Are you with me, guys? Okay. All right, guys. Any questions? If you have any questions, let me know. We will take it maybe on the next call, or I will answer you guys in the community tab, and then we'll take it out from there. Okay, put your questions in there. Put your questions in there right now and write this right now. Let's go. This is the number 5. Write the number 5 down. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. I want you guys to really pay attention right now as we are about to wrap up. When you are done, please, if you have every single information that I gave it to you today, please put number 1s in the chat. If you have all the information that I gave right now today about the 5 phases, put number ones in the chat. Let me know everybody have that. Number ones. Thank you so much. Listen, guys. Trading is not complicated, but it's difficult. It's difficult because of what is required of you. Are you with me? Trading is not complicated, but it's difficult. It's difficult because of what is required of you. The effort you have to put in, the attitude you have to put in every single day. But if you decide to go to the next level by setting up your mind to say, okay, you know what, I'm ready to go, I promise you, you will get the results you're looking for. And so during these master classes, one of the things that I really want you guys to understand is this, is that trading is something that when I started in this industry from 2012, guys, I have cried. I've cried, you know. I remember back then, I will never forget this. And when I posted this on my Instagram, people were laughing at me. I blew my account with gold and I cried. I'll never forget those years. 12 years in this industry, and guys, tears have come out from these eyes of mine. And sometimes when I effortlessly make money in trading, I sit down and I'm like, God, like, this can only be you. And so you may be here listening to me right now. If you are here and you are listening to me right now, you are thinking, oh, man, trading is not going to work. It's going to work for you. It's going to take time though. And you want it to take time though. Because if you don't allow time to manifest your growth, listen to this carefully now. Anything that is good that you force for it to mature in a premature way, or for it to come out prematurely, life will design a series of events to take it away from you. Are you with me? Anything good that comes out prematurely, life design a series of events to take it away from you. So if your mindset, listen to this carefully now, and that is why we are reading this book, Psychology of Money. It is important that you fix your mind. Listen, guys, one of the things, and I'm going to share this, I'm going to wrap up. One of the things that I always kept on believing was, all I need is trading and I'm fine. But we forget that I can never make millions of dollars until this mind become a millionaire mindset. Are you with me? So you may be a good trader, but if your mindset is still $100, if you try to make 10,000, the market will bring you back to $100. And that is why in the next session, we are going to be learning something very interesting about the realities of growing a portfolio and the psychology behind it. And I don't want you to forget this. Listen, guys. Benjamin said we still cry. Don't cry, Benjamin. Don't cry. It gets better. And that is why, you know, one of the things I'm so happy and grateful for is the structure idea God gave us to create this TP Masterclass. If you position yourself and you let all, pride die away from you, and the book is there, guys. It's on the community tab. If it's on the community tab on the YouTube, go to the post. You will find it. If you don't have it, let me even share the screen right now. Let me share the screen right now. So when you come here, listen to this carefully now, guys. When you come here and you go to this side, if you're looking for the psychology of money, all that you have to do is to go to this side called the posts, and then you will see it here. Scroll down and you will see it here. Where is it again? Where is the book? Okay, we introduce it here. Okay, there you go. This is it. So 9 days ago, we posted this. This is the link. We have put the book in this drive, accessible for everyone. You can download it and you can read it and join us. Okay, guys? Also about the accountability program, I know you guys are excited. I am excited as well. The registration link is going to be given to you guys pretty much very soon. And you can join this accountability program as well. It's free. You just have to be ready. And in that accountability, 90-day challenge, I am not your mentor. I am not your friend. I'm your commander-in-chief. So it's going to be brutal because some of you guys have to make money by force. By force. You have to make your first withdrawal. Whether you like it or not, you have to make money. So you're going to love the accountability program. You're going to love it. And there is so many good news that is going to come out of this. I'm going to share with you guys when we are ready, not today, but you're going to love it. So the registration link will be out. Just make sure you keep your eye on this area here, and then we'll take it out from there. Okay. With that all being said, thank you guys so much for joining. Really appreciate you guys so much. God bless you all. And then I will see you guys next week. And please make sure that you share this link of this masterclass when it's on this one. Make sure that they go and watch it again and again and again so that they can learn something. Next week, God willing, we are teaching something very powerful. You don't want to miss this. God bless you all and have an amazing evening. Bye. Bye.